He wore $1,000 suits, drove expensive cars, and smiled for the cameras like a movie star. But behind that charm was one of the most feared mob bosses in American history. This is the story of John Gotti, the Dapper Don. Born in the Bronx in 1940, Gotti grew up in a world where power meant survival. From a young age, he was drawn to the mob life, running errands for gangsters, stealing and fighting his way through New York's toughest streets. By his 20s, he joined the Gambino crime family, one of the most powerful mafia organizations in America. Gotti rose fast. In 1973, he carried out a hit on gangster James McBratney, who had kidnapped a Gambino member. It was his ticket up the ranks. But his real break came in 1985, when he orchestrated the murder of his own boss, Paul Castellano, outside Sparks Steakhouse in Manhattan. That night, Gotti took control of the Gambino family, and the underworld would never be the same again. Unlike other mob bosses who stayed in the shadows, Gotti embraced the spotlight. He dressed sharp, talked smooth, and walked the streets of New York like he owned them. The media loved him, calling him the Dapper Don. And every time he beat a case in court, the public fascination grew. They even gave him another name, the Teflon Don, because nothing seemed to stick. But in 1992, Gotti's luck ran out. His underboss, Sammy the Bull Gravano, turned against him and testified in court. Gotti was found guilty on 13 counts, including murder and racketeering, and sentenced to life in prison. He died behind bars in 2002, but his legend still lives on as the last true king of the American Mafia. If you like stories like this, real crime, real power, real history, make sure to like and subscribe.